hopefully you're live streaming as well. So I'm now going to bring up Mr. John Curran. He is going to have a chat about how you can support the AAN. I should briefly mention that the AAN is actually an organisation where patients actually work with doctors to provide the services and the education that we provide. And John is actually part of one of the committees that works for the AAN. And I'll just, without further ado, bring him up.
Good morning, everyone. As Fiona has said, I'm a patient. I was diagnosed with ATTR, wild-type ATTR, in 2020, February 2020. I was given a diagnosis of, like a prognosis of 2 to 5 years, can't be sure. Here we are, it's 5 years on, and I come up here quite gradually, but I'm quite mobile. I walk about 7,000 steps a day. That keeps coming down, my average steps, but I'm still here, and I've become a donor. I'm not particularly active, I'm fairly shy, so I don't contribute physically much to the AAN, but I've gained a lot of satisfaction by giving what I can, which is what's proportionate to your income. Any amount that you give, you don't want to. I have a bit of anxiety, and if you give too much, you push your anxiety up. But I feel the benefits of giving, and I've offered to come here today and talk for 5 minutes about that. Looking around the room, I'm sure that you're all on the same page, and probably most of you know more than I know about the ANA, but for those, there are always new people coming in, and it's to promote, my coming here today is to promote the idea of the AAN, how you can contribute even if you aren't as fit as you might be. The primary reasons for donating to the AAN is that it receives no government funding, no direct government funding. We get huge help from the government and from the drug companies, but it's really donations that make the difference, and that's something that we as patients and as carers can do. The thing I wanted to talk to you about, for me, the sense of agency that has come from being involved with the ANA has made a huge difference to my state of mind. The feeling that by giving money or by voluntary work, we're contributing to tackling this disease psychologically has made a huge difference. And in a sense, for those of you who are new to the illness, I'm here to promote the idea of giving for the benefits that it will give you. There are quite a few trials in progress which are a direct result of the ANA's efforts. The Pharmaceutical Benefits Advisory Committee will not, personally I don't believe they will approve any of those without the patient involvement, the patient submissions that come up when the trials come in. And by being active in one way or another in the AAN, we are ready when when the feedback asks for submissions. We're well versed in what we need to say, and from personal experience with tafamidis, I realised there were a couple of submissions, a couple of failed submissions for tafamidis, and eventually, to my mind, out of the blue, the AAN, the feedback adopted it, and we all, those of us who need it, get it for about $30, $35 a month. Because of the work of the drug company involved, because of the work of the clinicians of the AAN, and because of us, the patients, the PBAC placed tremendous emphasis on the submissions of the the submissions are coming in. There are a number of trials in progress, and really in getting involved now, either by giving or by participating, prepares you to make a submission which will be taken very seriously. We've just heard there are two, the AAN are currently focused on two projects. We've talked about the telephone support service, but I can't emphasise too much how important that is. I think particularly for the carers who, the patients, we get all the attention in the world, but the carers do the heavy lifting, and the support service will be free. I understand it will be free, confidential, and available to any of us as and when we need it. So that's one of the big focuses, and the other one is the National Telephone, as the registry, the amyloidosis registry. Sorry about that. Which provides all the ammunition for both the drug companies and for the pharmaceutical benefit scheme to know that we're an important part of the community. Now, this is important. It's very easy to donate, and it's on the website. The donations are fully tax deductible, which really means we can influence where it's money we would be paying as tax anyway, but we can influence where our tax dollars are spent. There's a raffle, I call it a raffle, to encourage it. The draw, there's submissions outside. There's some very nice prizes which have been kindly donated, and I urge you to find your way clear to buy a ticket or two. I think you're given a ticket with the donations. These are the prizes. They're in the paperwork that's out there. I'll just talk about why I donate. I was diagnosed, as I said, 5 years ago. It was picked up within a week at one of the big teaching hospitals, and I was fitted with, I had a cardiac arrest. They fitted a defibrillator about a week later, and the entire cost of that was provided by the taxpayer and the health payers and the health fund. Tafamidis had just been released, but it wasn't available in Australia. I imported tafamidis for myself for 3 months from overseas and achieved a bit of notoriety doing that because it wasn't cheap. And through that notoriety, I suspect, I found myself becoming part of some process to verify the safety. And for the last 5 years, I've been, until it was adopted on the PBS, I have received it for free, and I now pay $30, $35 a month for it, and that's the primary reason I'm still here. You can see out of all this that there's been a fair amount of agency in this, and that's really, I'm here to talk to you today as patients and carers, that if you can have agency, it's a great thing. I'm running out of time. So in summary, if you get a chance to look at that, I'll say I've explained why I donate and urge you all to do it. It's great for your health. Thank you.